There can be this bizarre, just awkwardness that can happen in life when we begin to step into this new space. And it can just be this weird thing of just like, well, this feels a little bit awkward not to have an agenda and yet just be totally open. And that's one of the things I'm speaking about, is being comfortable with, is just being comfortable with an awkwardness. Because that's what it begins to feel like as we unhook from our mind and unhook from our ego, is it feels awkward. For a period of time, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to be open. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to have an agenda. And it'll almost feel like, like maybe when you're in the 6th grade, and there was a 6th grade dance, and there was girls on one side and guys on the other. And it's just like, okay, this is this weird, bizarre, awkward feeling. There's this huge, open, spacious dance floor, and no one's out there. Am I willing to walk out on that dance floor and dance by myself? Am I willing to walk over there and ask, Susie Cream Cheese if she wants to dance? Is it okay if she says no? And I have to walk back in the center and dance by myself? It feels like that. It's just that kind of weird, bizarre awkwardness to live life without defenses, to live life without a shield. And can we step into that? And we'll notice there's an awkwardness there, but also there's this hugeness there. There's this spaciousness here. There's this incredible quiet here. At first our mind doesn't like quiet. It's like, how can I fill the space? How can I fill it? Can I get out my electronic device? Can I start texting? Can I get on the apps or whatever it is that we do? Yeah, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about all of us. It's like, can we fill the space is what our mind wants to do. Because our mind's not used to being like this. Because when we're like this, in a sense, it dissolves. It's not the center of the universe. And so that's what it's like to let go of our mind, to let go of these aspects of ourselves. It feels awkward at first. But the invitation is can we step into that awkward space and then begin to directly experience life? And as we do, we're like, oh wow, there's a hugeness here. There's a divinity here. There's a beauty here. Even if we look in someone's eyes when they're rejecting us, it's like, my God, they are beautiful. And wow, it hurts. It hurts. Because we're human, it's going to hurt. But the more we're willing to give ourselves to the divinity, the beauty of this moment, then it doesn't hurt as much. And sometimes if we give ourselves fully to the moment, it's like, oh, the pain's there. And then we begin to look at pain. We're like, what is this pain? What is it? It's just an energy. It's just a dance of energy. And when you really let go into that energy, you notice, oh, in that energy, like the energy of awkwardness, the energy of rejection, even the energy of an argument, if you just really give yourself to that energy, you notice, oh, that energy is free too. Like that energy is divine as well. That energy is spacious as well. And it may also feel like a raging bull, a raging volcano. And it's all divine. It's all God. It's like, how could it not be? How could it be in any way outside of? How could it be not included? The only way it could be not included is if we make some decision, in our mind that this experience is not God. That this experience is not included. And normally the only reason we don't include is because it doesn't feel good. And so again, it comes back to, can we be willing to include all of life no matter how it feels? And it's quite a radical teaching for it to not matter how life feels. Can I apologize even if I feel like I'm right? Can I let go of my judgments even if I feel they're true? Can I stay and put my feet down even if I'm tremendously uncomfortable. And when we give ourselves to it fully, not in some psychological way where like I'm trying, I'm using my willpower to stay here, not in that way, but in a way like this. What if I let go totally? What if I allow my heart to break? We allow it to break, the walls drop, realize, oh, this too is God. This too.